Which two stocks have absolutely crushed the competition over the last 20 years? That's what I'm thinking about. I was reading an article. I came across a chart that had the top 20 performing stocks over the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And I was really surprised. I mean, that there was two over the last 20 years that were, just killed everybody else. And I'm talking, double, triple, quadruple, the next closest competition, right? And I'll give you a spoiler. There's two big names, two names you'd absolutely know. One of them's Apple, right? Not a big surprise there. But can you think of what the other one is? The other dominant stock of the past 2 decades? All right, no cheating and looking on Google here. Here, let me pull up the chart, and you can see in the number 2 slot is Monster energy drinks. That's right. We all know their name, right? Maybe we even, some of us even drink their beverages, but that's not who I thought of anyway when I thought of who are the high flyers and the people that are driving, the big winners over the last 20 years. And it's just interesting as you think about those things and look at the difference between those two stocks and the other ones. I mean, they're head and shoulders above the others, right? As far as performance goes, and not exactly what I would have thought about back in 2004, when Monster Energy drink was much younger than it is today, right? And I'll pull up the bigger chart here that's got all 4 of those time frames, and just take a few minutes to take a look through this. I think this is super interesting, both in the companies that you'd expect to see there in those charts that aren't, right? We do see Apple in there, but not at the top and not all the way along, right? We see Netflix and Microsoft is in there too, right? But not all of those high-flying tech stocks. I don't see the Google and the Meta in there, right? Interesting. Last 5 years, you see a couple of pharmaceutical companies, not surprising with COVID, right? But interesting, the ones that you see in there like, oh, where is this one and where is that one? And even more interesting maybe for me are the names that are in there that I would have not expected, like Monster Energy drink, to be some of the top-performing stocks over time. And look at that 20-year. We got Sherwin-Williams in there. O'Reilly Auto Parts, right? That is not not expected. Old Dominion Freight Line shows up a number of different places in here, right? And you think about, look at the 15-year number, Domino's Pizza, right? These consumer staples. My eye just glanced over to Cintas Corporation, the 10-year number, right? Commercial uniforms, those sorts of things. Not the things that I would have thought of as those high flyers. And what that mean? What does it mean? How is that useful? Is when we think about, we know what's going to happen, or even we look back and we assume that it would have been all those high-flying tech stocks and things, and you've got the Domino's, and you've got the Old Dominion, and you've got the O'Reilly Auto Parts in there, right? It's not always what it appears to be, which is why, and it's super hard to pick those things out, right? Which is why we have to diversify, spread our investments out, and buy really huge numbers of stocks through our mutual funds and ETFs in order to get these sorts of returns. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm interested, as you look at this, what comes to mind for you and what you're thinking about. So jot a comment in the comment box if you're watching this on YouTube, or shoot me an email directly. And as always, thanks for watching.